I know America don't give a damn about anti-blackness because Hassan Piker's detractors, right, tried to use the dog situation. Remember what his dog Kaya said? Might have been a collar, might have been scraping it, and they tried to use that as the way to get him up out the paint. And I was like, guys, from a political spectrum thing, I was like, don't let that work on you. But what they should be using to get that boy out the paint is how he got very, very feisty, or gets very feisty, if I'm being honest, from what I've seen, about anything involving black voters or understanding black people as it relates to their decisions in the polls or what candidates they choose to support. And I think that's a fair thing that people should be able to have a conversation with you about. Because we are, that's this, the same system you're trying to fight, you should understand that it lets anti-blackness, seep into you. And then it's deep rooted. We all have to do the work. That's how the system was created, right? Whether you're white, whether you think, oh, well, I'm Arabic, I'm Turkish, or whether you're black. Like, that's one thing I've learned about anti-blackness. I take that motherfucker seriously. I was looking at myself and like, ooh, you try to get self-hatred within me. It's not paranoia. It's just the truth. This is the system, and that's the foundation which the system was built upon, right? So the context is this. If you haven't seen the clip, right? So I believe he was having a discussion about voting demographics, and somebody in the chat, from what I saw, I didn't see the whole stream, goes, hey, you always have this to say about black voters. When was the last time you spoke about Sudan? Right? Which I understand from a creative perspective or a stream perspective or commentator perspective. You don't like gotcha moments, but that don't mean you got to now turn into, you know what I'm saying? He says it himself. You got to turn into now, you know what I'm saying, a hooded fellow. You get what I'm trying to say? And he said himself, it's like, all right, every time I talk about, then you guys are going to label me a white. Nah, just do the work, brother. But anyway, I just thought I found that interesting. I think there's valid critiques to be had here. That doesn't mean that I think it's okay for people to mistreat their dogs either. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is very telling. It's very telling how much traction the maybe what happened to the dog is gonna catch versus hey, whether you're a good political commentator or not, that wasn't right. You ain't got to crash out like that over a question about Sudan, and some of the things you were saying about black people was getting very, very weird,